Hi, bestie. Welcome to July Wellness Week. This month, we're reviewing the book The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest, and it explores how to move from self sabotage to self mastery through emotional awareness, compassion, and intentional growth. Today, we're going to be talking about the mountain within. I want us to begin with a question that may feel uncomfortable, but it's one that has the power to change the way we see ourselves. What if the biggest obstacle in your life isn't outside you? What if it's inside you? Now, before you become discouraged and come and catch me, just stay with me. Many of us spend many years believing that our greatest mountains are difficult people, financial challenges, painful childhood experiences, trauma, disappointment, opportunities that were missed, or circumstances that we never chose. And while those things are real, trust me, they are real. One of the things I appreciate that Brianna mentioned is that she invited us to look one layer deeper. One of the things she said is that the mountain is actually you. At first, that sounds harsh, but it's not an accusation. It's actually an invitation. She's not saying that you are your enemy. She's saying that within you are patterns, fears, beliefs, and emotional habits that may be quietly keeping you from becoming the person you're meant to be. Right. July is the beginning of the second half of the Gregorian calendar year, right? And then this is another beautiful opportunity to just sit down and do a self analysis or do a review of the past 6 months. What has it been like for you? What has kept you back? What have you not done? What have you done? That's what self sabotage really is. It's those things that are within you that are keeping you from being the best version of yourself. And it's sometimes it's rarely about laziness. It's rarely about not wanting success. More often it's about trying to stay emotionally safe. This book explains that many of the things that we call self-sabotage are actually old survival strategies. They were developed because at one point they helped us cope with uncertainty, rejection, disappointment, or fear. And in therapy, one of the things that we help people see is that it's okay to have been able to survive with those tools. Maybe procrastination is not really because you're lazy. Maybe it was there to protect you from the possibility of failing. Maybe perfectionism is not really because you love excellence. It was just there to protect you from criticism. It could even be people pleasing, and it's not simply about kindness. It's a strategy that you learn to avoid conflict and rejection. However, when you understand this, something beautiful begins to happen. You stop attacking yourself and instead start saying, why am I like this? And then when we begin to ask these questions, what part of me is trying to protect me? It changes everything. One of the themes in this book that resonates with me a lot is that it helps us to return to that lasting change that does not begin with force. It begins with awareness. And that's something I always advocate for.
Before we continue, if you haven't subscribed yet, please like, subscribe, and share this video so we can keep spreading wellness together.
It starts from the place of awareness. When you have created awareness of exactly what is happening or how deep it is or why it is there, it reduces the effects that it has on you because you cannot heal what you refuse to notice. Many of us are actually fighting ourselves every day without realizing it. We silence our emotions, we ignore our exhaustions, we dismiss our intuitions, and then we wonder why we keep feeling stuck. I'm working currently with a lot of people who are at this place. Imagine climbing a mountain while carrying a heavy backpack that you never opened. You've become so used to its weight that you think it's normal. But inside that bag are old fears, limiting beliefs, unresolved disappointments, and stories you've been telling yourself for years. The climb isn't difficult simply because the mountain is steep or is hard. It's difficult because you're carrying more than you were meant to. The beautiful thing is that awareness allows you to begin unpacking the bag. Not all at once, just one piece at a time. This is what self mastery really looks like. It's not becoming someone new, but becoming free enough to be who you've always been underneath the fear. As we begin this month together, I don't want you to focus on changing everything, obviously. The pressure you put on yourself will be too much if you try to focus on becoming a new person overnight. Instead, just become curious. Notice your patterns. Notice what repeatedly frustrates you. Notice the situations that leave you feeling emotionally trapped. Not to judge yourself, but to understand yourself. Because the goal isn't to fight the mountain, it's to learn from it. Because every mountain teaches us something. It's every struggle is revealing something. Every trigger is pointing towards an area that is asking for healing. Remember what I would always say, that your emotions are pointing to something deep down that is going on. Perhaps this wellness week or this month is not about climbing faster, it's about climbing with awareness. And maybe, just maybe, the person waiting for you on the other side of this mountain has been inside you all along. For your reflection, what pattern keeps repeating in your life that may be asking for your attention? You ask yourself, what is my greatest obstacle and the greatest opportunity for growth? So your task is today to write down one area where you often feel stuck. It could be for your finances, it could be in your thought patterns, it could be in relationships. Just write it down. And instead of trying to fix it, simply ask yourself, what might this be trying to teach me? I remain Eberechukwu Honor, your mental health bestie, signing out for day one. I know this video has been of help to you. Encourage us by clicking the like button. Also share with your loved one and click the notification bell. Subscribe for more info.